Hi, I'm Charlie.
And I'm Liz.
And today we're brutalizing some dinosaur names. So come along with us.
Welcome to the Adventure Closet. I'm Liz, and this is Charlie. We are two 80s and 90s kids that never lost their sense of wonder. We're all over the map, exploring wild and abandoned places, discovering rocks, geology, and history of different areas, all while living and traveling in our minivan Opal. I guess you can say our life is a mixtape of adventures. So hop in the van, hit the subscribe button, and let's go somewhere.
Well, we just finished our day at the library, and we found this spot here to camp. It's literally just the side of a dirt road. 92 degrees right now, and town's just off that way, and we started looking on the ground, and as soon as we got out, because you know that's what rockhounds do, you come to a new area, you see what kind of rocks are there, and immediately I found a shell fossil, and we've been rockhounding for the good part of an hour, and we got a collection of rocks, and these are the best ones. That's how many we found in just an hour. Only 2 fossils, but if you can hear the shooting in the background, there's like a gun range just that way. So it's controlled shooting, which is nice. It looks like we are on a roll for sites with dead animals. There's also another one just on that side of the hill, some rib cage. But yeah, beautiful view of the city of Vernal here, where we went to the library. All right.
Spaghetti in the Waka Waka. It's happy spaghetti. Dinner's ready.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know you have a problem when you're when you're looking at your rocks in the dark by a flashlight, because you rockhounded too long.
Oh,
that
this
one's
one,
cool. Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, it's a crazy one, and then inside here is all kind of fractured too, but re-healed.
Okay, we are all packed up and ready for adventure. These are the rocks that we're leaving behind. Those are not the good ones. We seem to leave a little pile of rocks wherever we go. So we slept at a little piece of BLM land 13 miles from Dinosaur National Park, and now we're on our way.
coffee on the go this morning. Stopped at our usual espresso stand.
The barista's kind of cute.
It's gonna be a good day. We're gonna go see some dinosaurs. And what'd you say last night that we were gonna?
Well, I don't remember what I said last night.
That we were gonna murder some dinosaur.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We're going to brutalize some dinosaur names today. That's for sure.
Yep. You could probably count on that one, guys.
Diptyosaurus.
Diplodomus.
Stegosaurus. I know that one. I can do Stegosaurus.
I can do T-Rex. I got that one.
Oh, that's good.
You let me say that one on camera.
Long neck.
Ooh, yeah. No, I claim that one too.
Hopefully we get to see Duncan.
Aw, that would be so cute if we saw Ducky.
Mine is Ducky. Yep,
Right.
that is what it is. Yep, yep, yep.
I don't know if it's just me, but that rock kind of looks like a Stegosaurus. A little bit.
We're going to a land from long ago.
A land before time. Hopefully
Where there's a few characters.
Yes.
There's Ducky.
Sarah.
And what's the long neck's name? The main character?
I don't remember.
Mine is Little Boy.
Well, when we find him, we will ask him. Now, there isn't much for shade out here on this BLM land, but we're like 5 miles from the main event and the Dinosaur National Park, and we're seeing a bunch of campsites. So, you know, maybe not in the summer because there isn't a lot of shade, but I would say in the fall and winter, this would be a great place to stay. I don't know what the snow business is around here in the winter, but they probably get some.
So right here is the edge of the BLM land. So the closest you can legally stay. And we are 5.1 miles from the actual quarry visitor center where all the dino bones are. So that's a short drive. I mean, if you wanted to wake up early and beat the crowds.
Heck yeah.
It is 81 degrees right now, and it is 10:30. So it's gonna be a hot one.
So yeah.
Yeah, it is desert, so make sure you bring lots of water.
So babe,
Yeah.
you know what I'm gonna do
What?
when we get to the dinosaur park?
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna open the door and get on the floor. And everybody's gonna walk the dinosaur.
That's right.
I see a dino. I see him.
It's a raptor.
It's a velociraptor. Hello, Nick. Okay, so we're somewhere around there.
You are
I'm
here.
here.
That's where we are, dear.
Thanks.
So, we going to the visitor center today. And doing probably a couple hikes over there. And like, this is as far as we can get in the park from this entrance. But there's also this entrance here. And then the entrance here. And then a road that goes all the way along here. So this is like, you know, let's see, Deer Park Lodge. 51 miles from here to here.
Oh, wow. So it's a pretty big park.
Yeah. Oh, wow. And if we wanted to get to the gates of Lordor, which we passed the road to it way back here in Colorado. So this part is in Utah, and this part is in Colorado. Oh, it's still good. It's still good.
America the Beautiful Pass.
That's right.
Let's get into the park, baby.
Let's do it.
Hi, welcome to Dinosaur. Can you see the other side? Excellent. You're all set. Visitor center press left.
Thanks. So it's $25 to get in per vehicle, and it is $15 if you walk in. Pretty cool geology here, guys.
Swelter Shelter, petroglyph site. I'm excited. That's gonna be our first stop on today's adventure.
Liz was wondering why her pack was so heavy the other day. She just found out that she's been carrying, looks like some garnet schist around with her. Some big pieces.
I'm pretty sure you're the one that stuck that in my pack too.
I'm pretty sure I am.
No wonder it's been so heavy. It was all fun and games entering the park, but what we didn't realize would happen is the seriousness of it all. Behind the gates was an open road and sweltering heat. All of a sudden, we felt like a couple of paleontologists and archaeologists explorers let loose to track the steps of time from hundreds, thousands, to even millions of years ago to a place where life before us once flourished. Our first stop in time was a series of short hiking trails among the cliffs showing human inhabitants from the Fremont era over 1,000 years ago. The indigenous people of this valley told their stories in the form of rock carvings. Some even had red staining from the clay used to detail their art. Other petroglyphs were of creatures that still dwell in these cliffs to this day.
That's pretty cool. So that was the swelter shelter, and it's literally, what, maybe less than 100 yards of a hike, and pretty easy to do. A couple steps at the end though. Now back to Opal. I think we'll do a couple more hikes maybe before we go to the quarry, so because it's supposed to be 90 today, and we want to hit them up before it gets too hot. That's a 6-foot lizard.
Oh, I want to see the 6-foot lizard.
I don't know where it doesn't say where it is on the map. So that's the campground right there, and that actually is a private home. The ranch across the river is one of the oldest in the area, established when ranchers and farmers first settled this rugged country in the late 1800s or 1880s. Aaron Daniels started a cattle ranch at the banks of the Green River and used water from Cub Creek to irrigate his alfalfa and corn crops. This ranch came to be considered one of the best in the Uinta Basin. Douglas Chu purchased the property in 1941. Chu is no stranger to ranching in the Dinosaur area. He had grown up on a ranch in the Pool Creek Canyon near where the Green and Yampa rivers meet. His parents, Jack and Mary Chu, established the Pool Creek Ranch in 1910. Today, the ranch across the river is owned and run by descendants of Douglas Chu. They raise cattle and sheep. Water from Cub Creek and Green River continues to irrigate the land, just as it did for Aaron Daniels. The ranch is outside the boundary of Dinosaur National Monument on private property. It is not open to the public. Interesting.
The sign here says this is where the dinosaurs roamed. This is the Morrison Formation, and they've dated it back to 146 to 158 million years ago. And you can see the layers in there. They found dinosaur fossils in there.
And it's named after Morrison, Colorado, because that's where it was first studied.
Oh, okay. Or is that Turtle Rock? Because that kind of looks like a turtle head up there.
Oh, yeah.
I just said turtle head. Somebody's gonna say something.
Probably 365.
Probably. Maybe Jeremiah. I don't know.
We'll see.
That totally looks like it. And then the other one looks like a turtle shell. That's so cool. I like it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Here's where the pavement ends and the real adventure begins. Josie's Ranch petroglyphs. Oh, and the Blue Mountains up that way. But we're headed towards the petroglyphs.
There's a creek.
So they have these petroglyphs dated at over 1,000 years ago. And that's pretty amazing that, you know, out here in the desert where conditions are pretty harsh, that a carving can last that long in sandstone, because sandstone erodes pretty quickly. I mean, not quickly, but, you know, it's all relative.
Looks like a ton of guano in this little cove right here.
These lizards are so cool. Oh, and there's more.
That big lizard up there is about 6 feet long. The one right above my head. That's pretty cool. There's just all sorts of stuff around here. It's really neat.
There's Opal.
Check out these layers here. Very cool. It's definitely a beautiful area, but it's definitely hot. Whew.
Here at Dinosaur National Monument, not only can you imagine the human inhabitants over 1,000 years ago, but think 150 million years ago, when dinosaurs as much as 80 feet in length from tail to nose, roaming the landscape. You guys see Opal? Here she is. In the middle of dinosaur land. It's a Sunday, by the way, and it hasn't been too terribly busy at all.
Just on the back side of the petroglyphs, the hill with the lizard's petroglyphs, is this beautiful view. Wow. But it looks like the trail's kind of petering out here. So, and so am I. Whew. I'm heading back to the car. Liz is already headed back to the van because it is hot, 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 hot. And I still got a long way to go. It's so gorgeous here. Just a beautiful area. We usually don't do national parks on a weekend. Today is Sunday, and we have these petroglyphs to ourselves right now, just after waiting a little bit. And yeah, it's very nice to just be able to sit here and enjoy them, you know, by yourself in silence, finding your own petroglyphs that maybe other people don't see because they just go up to capture the lizards. And you know, that's it. Just get their picture of the lizard and then walk off. But there's other petroglyphs here. Nice ones. And really is nice to, at least for a moment, feel like you have a natural or national monument to yourself. I guarantee you once we get to the fossils though, that is not going to be the case. Opal doesn't sound too happy. We crunched her muffler a while back and she's got a little bit of a rattle. Poor girl, she's been through a lot. I don't know if it's the end of this road, but there should be a cabin somewhere.
Oh. Where dinosaurs lived?
Yeah.
There's a dinosaur homestead?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Now here is a story that goes back just over 100 years ago in the year 1915. This is the homestead of a legendary woman of the Wild West. Her name was Josie Bassett Morris, and she built this homestead with her own two hands. She was a straight-talking, gun-toting, cattle-wrangling, bootleg whiskey-making, one heck of a lady. She had married 5 times and divorced 4. They say one was poisoned by strychnine, and all fingers point to Josie, but nobody dared to cross her. Josie Bassett homesteaded here in 1914 to 1964, and she tended to the trees here. And that's why there's so many that are so huge and healthy. And the original fence that she built is here, the pen where she kept her livestock. And it's such a beautiful setting. Apparently, there's several homesteads throughout Dinosaur National Monument. And this is just one of them.
We haven't seen much dinosaurs yet. Maybe we should go see dinosaur stuff.
Yeah, I'm kind of itching to see some dinos.
Let's do this. Our lunch today is kind of a vegan egg salad. It's something you can whip up real quick in the car. We do it in a Ziploc, and all it is tofu, mustard, vegan mayo, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and a little bit of dill. And you put all that in the bag, and then you squish up the block of tofu or half a block of tofu, however much you're making, and it's ready to eat that quick. It's just, you throw everything in a bag and you mush it up, and it's pretty delicious. Just quick lunch. Oh, begin your visit here, huh? I think we're gonna end our visit here. Dude, can we just drive up here?
I guess. The gate was open. Shuttle bus. Oh, I made it.
So we're at the Corey Visitor Center, where the dinosaur exhibit is, and we're gonna check it out.
In 1909, paleontologist Earl Douglas discovered 8 dinosaur tail bones protruding from a sandstone hill in the area. By 1915, this enormous dino quarry was established as a national monument, so it could be protected for future generations. I can say this is one of the most breathtaking historical sites we have ever seen.
So inside this building here is like the biggest death plate ever. And a death plate is a fossil where there was a huge die-off at one point in time. And you might find a lot of life in one little stone. And in this case, one big fossil.
So they've got these little things here so that you can see that the Camarasaurus is right there, which is right there, and the Stegosaurus is right here, which is right over there. But what you can do is you can, is you can click on it here, and then click on one of the bones in here, and like that. And then the bone gets shown. And then they show you where in the Stegosaurus the bone was. Which is pretty cool.
Must have been difficult to work at this grade too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because it's pretty steep, as you guys can see. So it would be very tough to, you know, get up here and work on that. Because it's just literally a wall. So they have little ropes attached to the top and a little brush to clean things off. I'm sure every once in a while they come in here and have to pick stuff up. But here's another view of how steep that is and why they have to use ropes. And that's the Camarasaurus. And then this is its bone, leg bone. Sharp tooth. Wow.
It's a little tiny creature.
There was quite a bit more removed from here, because this is where the exhibit hall is, and this is all the other dinosaur bones that they've removed from this area.
That's a good face right there. the most complete skeleton of a young Stegosaurus. Well, that was fun.
Well, that was fun.
Thank you guys so much for coming along. And that was the coolest fossil exhibit I've seen in my life. That death plate of dinosaurs. I mean, how do you beat that? Like, I don't know if I will see something cooler than that, fossil-wise.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys so much for being here and making this possible for us. If you haven't checked it out yet, please consider Patreon. Please consider Patreon. It's easy to become a member. Just download the app and look up the Adventure Closet, or it's linked below for you.
And what Patreon is, it's a way to support us. You know, you throw a couple dollars at us a month. If enough of you guys do that, it will definitely add up and help us go on more of these awesome adventures and share them with you. And bring you guys along for the ride.
Strength in numbers.
That's right.
So, thank you guys. And then find us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and we'll see you on the next one.
We got stickers.
Oh yeah, we got stickers.
Check
Gosh,
out the merch tray below.
how much stuff do we fit into the end now?
I know. It's a lot.
Yeah,
Thank you guys.
appreciate it. Bye now.
Bye now.